Ryan asked, what's the biggest hurdle when ensuring and setting up that your bombs are accurate?
Biggest hurdle. I would say that a lot of folks will forget to include something, whether it's like time, whether it's setup time or labor or the machine use or something. Like they'll think that they know the process, and they're just relying on that to be accurate, and unfortunately, it's not. So I would say honestly, take the time to walk out on the floor and actually calculate that. Actually use a stopwatch or something, or even if you're asking the folks to jot down on a piece of paper, when they start and when they stop, just to get a better, more accurate uh, time, a cycle time for how long it's going to take for that step. I'd say that is something that folks forget to do, or they just think, oh, I know because I've been doing it for so long, and that it's not accurate. And that can lead to problems later, not just with, the production scheduling, but also with your costing and things like that. Um, there's also like folks will forget steps. Maybe your bill of materials has changed over time and you forgot to include a step because it wasn't on that original recipe that you had. Or maybe you forgot to include a QA step. Um, so again, just walk through your shop floor. If you're working with an implementation partner, hopefully they're encouraging you to walk through the actual process, and accurately capturing all of that information. What do you think, Chandra?
Yeah, so I totally agree with you. I think the devil's in the detail. So if you have the time in going through and tracking every single component, raw material, everything, consumables is quite a big downfall usually. If they do add it in, then it becomes difficult to manage. If they don't add it in, then it's missing the cost along somewhere. So in my eyes, that's really important. And then what I usually do with clients is if I go to their warehouse or manufacturing facility, I'll take my phone out, record a whole video, process walkthrough from A to Z, time everything, ask for yields, ask for bottle throughput, ask how they cleaning every step. How long does QA take? How long does setup require? What's the wastage on setup? So I like to go the detail route and then work my way back into something more simplified, if I can.
Yeah, I knew we would get along. So I went to a customer here in the past couple of months, and I like your phrase, the devil is in the details. I spent 2 days hanging out with them, walking their shop floor, getting an idea. I know, like, oh, you're thinking like, oh, Sierra, you're just a product manager. You just care about the software. I spent 2 days. I wanted to learn about their shop floor and how it operated, and what does that machine do, and what is that person doing, and how are they recording that, and are they putting it in Cin7 or are they putting it on pen and paper on a clipboard? I wanted to know. And the whole time I'm taking pictures and videos, and people are looking at me like, what are you doing? And it's because I truly want to understand the folks who are on the floor, who are using the machines and making the products, and how they're using the software, and then how that reflects and shows up in the back office. The managers are asking for reports and stuff. I think I took over 340 some odd pictures and videos over 2 days. My phone was like, you need to delete some and make space. But it really is. You need to fully understand how a business operates, why they're doing those steps, and how, in that process, you're needing to capture information to have a really good implementation. So I think working with partners like Jandre and his team at Fiskal, or working with other implementation partners, is absolutely crucial to the success of a good implementation of advanced manufacturing, because they not only are invested in understanding your business and how it works, but then how to get Cin7 to be tailored around your business, and how to support you best. So yeah, so while some of that sounds intimidating, just know that you're not on your own, that you're surrounded by people who genuinely care and want to see this work for you and make your lives easier.